Commander. It's great, with great pleasure, I introduce Scott Gordon. He served 5 years in the Marine Corps, 2 years on the pitching staff of the Toronto Blue Jays, and locally here, he serves on the Veterans Committee with myself, Terry, and a few others that are sprinkled here. And he is the proprietor of the Works, very popular Works here in Loveland. Proud to introduce Scott Gordon. Scott.
Thank you, David. Again, my dad was supposed to be here, so today's a little tough, but he is doing okay. For those of you that do know my dad, he's going to be just fine. So we had talked a little bit about what he was going to talk about his speech, and the main theme of it was this is hallowed ground. One, where we're standing. Everybody here has a connection to a brick that's laid here, whether it's a friend, a neighbor, yourself. I have a brick. My dad has a brick, and you know, everybody from the fire department, the police department, the Valentine ladies. You know, we all have that connection, and you know, talking about what Memorial Day means to me. Or even more importantly, what Memorial Day means to an old vet like my dad. And it is not a happy day. He made that perfectly clear to me growing up. Memorial Day is a day of respect. You know, we love birthdays. You know, the 4th of July, November 10th for us jarheads. We love birthdays. But Memorial Day is a day of honor. We respect Memorial Day. Those who gave everything for our country. And you know, you see a lot of red poppies on Memorial Day. That's from World War I, from gruesome battles on the battlefield. And after the fighting was over, these little red flowers started growing in the battlefield, and those were those red poppies. So that kind of became a symbol of those who lost their life for our country. But even more so, that out of that loss of life came a new birth, came a new hope. So they have a good dual meaning there. So it is true that we honor those who gave their lives and died for our country, but it's not all mourning. It's a gratefulness that they lived, the life that they lived, and that's why we're talking to my dad, and he says, you know, it is not necessarily, you know, he hates when people say Happy Memorial Day, but that's, I think, you know, the grumpy old war vet that we know. You know, some of the younger war vets, it's okay. It can be a happy day. You know, we can enjoy that barbecue. We can go. The pool's opening up, and the mark of beginning of summer. So it's both. You know, and it's perfectly okay to be both. You know, that we do mourn the loss of life, but also that gave us the hope and for that. So as we look at the flags at half-mast, they don't wave in the air because of the wind. They wave in the air because of the last breaths that those airmen, sailors, soldiers, and Marines gave so that we can enjoy our freedoms. So with that, I give you a heartfelt salute and a Semper Fi.